Hey, it's Dean. In this video, I'm going to be doing 5 skewb example solves so you can get faster. For reference, I usually average around 2.5 seconds. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, scrambles will be on screen and into the description. So here's the first scramble. I immediately see this large block on blue. There is a 3-move EG face, but I do not know many EGs, so I would not look at that. I see that you can do this face pretty easily. You just insert this corner to here, and then insert this corner to here, and that's a 4-move face. I would look a little more though. Looking more, I do see some blocks on white and green and red, but none of them are really any good, so I would go for the 4-move blue face. So how I would one look this is that the first move moves this corner to here, and then I know that this insert will not affect this corner. It doesn't move. So I know that this corner will be like in this position. Then this corner I'd track next. The first move doesn't affect it, and then the will come here after I do the insert. So I'm gonna have pi with headlights here. Then I'd track the U center next. So the U center is green. The first move is not gonna affect it, and the insert will bring it up here. So it will be pi with the U center solved. Then I'd track this center because I know it's not going to move because the first move will not affect it, and then the insert doesn't affect it either. And then I'm going to track the white center. So it's going to move here in the first move, and then it's going to stay here after I insert the corner. So it's going to be one of the pi plus z prim cases. And the way I recognize is by looking at these two pieces and determining if they swap or not. So I know white is going to be right here. So white swaps here, which means that these two do not swap because it swaps like these two and these two, not these two and these two. So the case is going to be like this case. And this is a pretty decent case. And after I insert the corner, I'm going to have to rotate to here. So I'll do the face like this, insert this corner, and then insert this corner. And then come here and do this case. It goes like this. So that's the first solve. Okay, second scramble is... So the first thing I'm just gonna see is this yellow bar, and I see a 3-move face on it, which is pretty good. And then I also see orange, which is definitely not as good. And then blue is not as good. Red is not as good either, so I would go for the yellow bar. So the way this face is gonna work is like, we're gonna insert this corner to here, and then insert this corner to here, and then insert this corner to here. So I'm gonna trace the pieces. There's not really any one-look pattern for this, you just trace the pieces. So I'll track these two corners because they're both in the bottom layer and are gonna be easy to track. I'll track this one first. First move does not affect it. The next move will bring it to here, and then the next move will not affect it. So this corner will be over here, like that. And then this corner, the first two moves don't affect it, and then it will come here. So it will be pi with headlights in the back. Then I'll trace the U center. So the way it's gonna work is the first move doesn't affect it, second move will bring it here, and then the last move doesn't affect it. So I'll have like a sludge case. Then I'll track this center. So I see the center is going to come over here and then not going to move. And then I will trace this center last. So first two moves don't affect it, and the last move will bring it up here. So it's going to be a, it's going to be a pi plus swirl perm case, and it's one of the sludge cases. So the way I recognize is if this top center matches these two top corner colors. So I'm gonna see that the top center is green, and I know that these two corners are gonna come to here, and they have blue, which means that these two corners have green. So it's gonna be the case with the block on top, which is gonna look like this. Wait, no. It will look like like this. So I'll do my I'll do my face, and then it's going to be from this angle. So that, and then insert these two. And then I have this case, which goes like this. And that is the second solve. Okay, third scramble. I think I mis-scrambled that. Okay, so I see the white bar first, and I just know that this is not a very good face. And then looking at the green bar, it's okay. I see two okay ways to do it, but I'm gonna do the one that's easier to one look. So, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna insert this corner to here like that, and then insert this corner to here, and then insert this corner to here. So the way I'm gonna do that is, I'm gonna trace the pieces. So I'm gonna trace this corner first, because I know that the first move is gonna put it in the bottom, like this, and the next move doesn't affect it, then the next move doesn't affect it, and then it will come here. So this corner will move over here like that. And then I'll trace this one. So it's gonna go, first move doesn't affect it, then it comes here, and then it comes here, and then it won't be affected. So it's gonna be a peanut case with the headlights in the back like this. Then I'll trace the U-center next. So the U-center is gonna come here, and then the next move doesn't affect it, then it will come here and stay here. Then I'll trace the center next. The first move brings it here, then it comes here, and then it's just gonna stay here. And then this center is gonna be, it's not affected with the first move, then it comes here, and then comes back here. So it's gonna be a peanut plus swirl perm case with the U-center in the front right, like that. So the way you recognize these cases is whether or not there's a bar here. So I'm just gonna trace one more piece. Yellow's gonna be on top. And then if you remember from earlier, this corner is gonna be right here. And this also has yellow, so it's going to be a bar. So it's gonna be like, this case. And you execute from here. So it actually does have a cancellation. So, and then the first three moves of the alg are like that. And then would be the solution. So you cancel 3 moves there, which is pretty lucky. I don't know if I'd see that in an actual solve, but yeah, that is the best solution, I think. On to the next solve. Okay, for the next scramble, so the first thing that catches my eye is actually this white bar, but it's not really that good. And then I see this orange, and there's actually a 3-move face in the orange. And there's this really large, kind of deceiving bar on red, which is a 5-move face, which is not that good. So I'd actually go for orange. 3-move face is hold on. Yeah, it's like this. So I'm demonstrating on yellow. So you would insert this corner like this, and then insert these two like that. So tracing that, I would trace this corner first. First move doesn't affect it, and then it will come here, and then the next move doesn't affect that. So I'll have one corner here, like that. And then this corner, first move, 2 moves don't affect it, then it will come here. So I'll have a pie case with the headlights here. To track the U-center, I would see that the first move won't affect it, and then it will come here, and then not be affected. So I'll have one of the pie cases where there's a big block right here. And then I would trace the center next. So the first move brings it here, then it's not affected, and then it comes here. So there's going to be, the white is on top, and I'll trace green. Green is going to come here and then stay there. So it's going to be a pie plus swirl perm, and it's going to be one of the cases where there's a big block in the back. So I need to know which center, or I can also use this recognition, which is that this is going to be like opposite of this, which means that it's going to be the case where there's like a sludge block. So that's this case. And it's just going to, it's a 12 mover, so it's not that good, but it's going to be a 15 move solution, which is not bad. So the solution will be do the face and then come here and do the case. So it's going to be do the face like that. And there actually is a cancellation if you're paying attention. The first move of this alg is that move. So I can cancel. I don't think I'd see this in an actual solve, but there is a good cancellation, which is the best solution. So you would do insert this corner here, insert this corner here, and then cancel into a sledge, and then just finish the case. And onto the last solve. So the last scramble, I immediately see this green block, and it's an EG2 block, and there's a 1 move EG2 face. It gives a peanut case though, and I don't know peanut, so I would not do that. I see a white bar, but it's not really that good. I see an orange bar, and it's also not really good, so this is really not a good scramble unless you know EG2, which I don't. So I guess what the solution I would do is on green. It's pretty terrible, but you would insert this corner to here, and then you insert this corner to here, so there's a big rotation in it, which is why it's bad. So I would trace this corner first, because I know that it's going to stay here once it twists. So it's going to be come here, here, and then here, and then it will stay here when I insert this corner. So I'll have one corner here, and then I would trace this piece next. It's going to stay for the first insert, and then when I come here, it will come here. So it will be like, it will be a pie case from headlights here. And then to trace the U center, it's pretty easy to trace this one, because the first 3 moves don't affect this center, and then these moves don't affect it either. And then, so it's going to be like a big block right here. And then I trace orange next, so orange comes here, and then it will come back here. So that actually just stays still. And then finally, I'd trace white. So the first insert doesn't affect it, and then the second insert doesn't affect it. So the case it's going to be is this case. And I'm going to insert this corner and then come here and insert this corner, so it will actually be pretty nice angle. So it's going to be insert this corner, and then the case, but there actually is a cancellation. I wouldn't see it, but it's like, so it would be insert this corner and then cancel into the case like that. So pretty advanced cancellation. I wouldn't see it, but that is the best solution. Okay, so that's all for this video. The cubes I used in this video were the Angstrom GAN skewb. I took off the logo, and the PieCube Whalong skewb with an Angstrom setup. So you can get the skewb from thecubicle.com. I'll link that in the description. And thanks for watching. See you next time.